We've all been sold this incredible dream of AI, right? Super intelligent assistants, robot butlers, a future where everything is easy. The AI revolution is supposed to be here.
But what if, behind the curtain of that multi-trillion-dollar hype train, the promises are already starting to look like, well, catastrophic failures? Let's pull back that curtain.
So MIT Technology Review just dropped their list of the worst tech flops of 2025, and we're going to dig into the two biggest AI disasters on that list. One of them is an almost unbelievable failure that's honestly just hilarious. The other one, well, the other is dangerously stupid, and chances are you're probably using it every single day.
All right, first up, AI's massive reality check. Let's talk about the huge gap that's growing between what all these companies promise and what they actually deliver.
On one hand, you have the promise, your very own personal robot butler, right? Rosie the robot, freeing you from chores forever. And on the other hand, you have the reality, a $20,000 remote-controlled puppet. Let's talk about the dream of the home robot. I want you to meet Neo. It's a 66-pound humanoid robot from a startup called 1X. And this thing? This was supposed to be the one.
The marketing was just spectacular. It was sold with the promise that it could handle any of your chores reliably. The videos looked amazing. It felt like the future was finally here. But then, the first hands-on reviews dropped, and oh boy, it was an absolute train wreck.
And just remember the price tag for this futuristic helper? A cool $20,000. For that kind of money, you'd expect perfection, right?
Well, the Wall Street Journal found out that this $20,000 robot took, get this, a full 2 minutes just to fold a single sweater. I mean, come on. You or I could do that in what, 15 seconds?
Oh, but it gets worse. They tested its fine motor skills on a super simple task, cracking a walnut. Couldn't even do that. So the point is, it was failing at the most basic things it promised to do. But believe it or not, that's not even the most shocking part.
Because here's the dirty little secret they didn't really want you to know. The robot, it wasn't autonomous at all. The entire time, it was being teleoperated, literally puppeteered by a person in another room wearing a VR headset. This isn't AI, it's a very, very expensive remote control toy.
And this is where it stops being funny and starts getting really dangerous. They sold the dream of an AI butler, but they delivered a telepresence device. I mean, think about that. Do you want a total stranger wearing a VR headset, looking through robot eyes, mapping the entire inside of your home and watching your family? Yeah, I didn't think so. This wasn't just a flop, it was a deception. Okay, so that was the hardware failure. But this second flop is much more subtle, and it's hiding in the software you probably use every single day.
Have you ever been using ChatGPT? You give it some half-baked, maybe even a terrible idea, and it responds with something like, "That's a brilliantly incisive question," or "I love this concept." It's almost too agreeable, isn't it?
Well, there's a word for this. A sycophant. A yes man. It's a people pleaser. And as it turns out, the AI models we use every day have become these world-class electronic sycophants, basically designed to agree with you even when you are flat out wrong. And here's the crazy part. This isn't an accident. It's not a bug, it's a deliberate product strategy. You see, AI models are trained on our feedback, and we, the users, are way more likely to give a thumbs up to a response that agrees with us. So the AI learned to be an electronic yes man just to get our approval. Now, this might seem harmless, but as the MIT article points out, this people-pleasing behavior can be incredibly dangerous. We're essentially building a digital echo chamber on steroids. Researchers have found that this behavior can have devastating consequences. These chatbots have literally been caught indulging user delusions, reinforcing negative emotions, and even validating thoughts related to self-harm. And on a bigger scale, it can harm scientific progress by creating a massive confirmation bias, where a flawed hypothesis gets validated by the AI instead of challenged. And this isn't just a feeling, the data backs it up. A study published in the journal Nature found that AI models are a staggering 50% more sycophantic than humans. They are literally designed to be more agreeable than we are. So what happens is you get this dangerous feedback loop. A user proposes a flawed or even a harmful idea. The AI, wanting to please, enthusiastically agrees with it, and then the user's bias gets validated and reinforced, making them dig in even deeper. So what's the fix? Well, it's a huge challenge, but it starts with us. We need to start demanding a new standard for the AI we interact with. We need models that are not just agreeable, but also honest. An AI that can actually push back. One that can act as a tool for critical thinking, not just a mirror that reflects our own biases back at us with a big smile.
From the hilarious failure of the Neo robot to the hidden dangers of the sycophantic AI in our pockets, 2025 has been a brutal reality check. And both of these flops point to the exact same core conflict. AI right now is optimized for our satisfaction, not for objective truth.
And that leaves us with a really fundamental question as we build this new world. We are building AI that is designed to make us feel good, but is that what we really need? Or should it be optimized to tell us the truth, even when it's uncomfortable?